Morning, people. I got my book. Didn't forget it today. Thinking today. You know, you can get something for nothing. You take the thing that doesn't belong to you and give no remuneration. But you can't get something from nothing. You have to have the raw materials available. And the creative capacity. And I'll let you guys and your imaginations roll with that if you have one. I'm reflecting a little bit today on the atheist view of a Big Bang theory. What do you think made the bang? You know. And what is it that brings forth and inspires the breath and the spark of life? And even Darwin lamented on his deathbed that he said something to the effect that, see here, I put forth a theory, and gullible people took it as all truth. I think the reason why people took it as truth is because they were looking for a theory to support their own claims from before. I hear Stalin shook his fist at heaven before he gave up the ghost. Wouldn't surprise me. I've been doing a little research into, you know, the what do you call it? The humble origins of some of the biggest tyrants in the history of man. And I've come to find out that a lot of them are, you know, I guess even, I won't say tyrants, but I'll say some of the biggest atheists and bloodletters in history. They came from good homes. A lot of them came from Jewish homes that believed in Christ. It's a cold, hard fact. So it's like the times of the kings, only exponentially greater. You know, you have a generation that is completely debased, and then you'll have another generation that is returning to the Father, to the King. And then you'll have another generation where there's a falling away, or a backsliding, call it what you may. And then there's another generation that comes up after them that returns to its roots. I think it just gets progressively worse and worse until here we are, here and now. Before I start getting emails or you know, messages saying, "Oh, don't worry," or "It's the way it's always been." No, I'm not worried. And no, it's not the way it's always been. It's been getting progressively worse and worse over time, to the point where we are going to witness the fullness of sin, which is death. Death of the entire planet, perhaps the entire solar system. Hey, when the King comes back, he will be the source of all life and sustenance. Isn't that something? Just as it was in the previous 3 days before the sun and the moon were created. Yeah, people have a hard time rectifying that. It's like, you know, I mean, how hard is it for the one who created light to be the light in the universe? I was looking at the scientists. I want to try to find the video, because we had this I guess he's a physicist, a scientist of some sort. I can't remember what his name is, or you know, any of his scientific origins. I have to look this up again, but there's a YouTube video floating around. There's just an old guy, he's a scientist, sitting in a sitting in a jacked up shell of a car at the dump or something. I don't remember, but he's prattling on about how nobody really understands the sun and what it is, that it doesn't generate its own light and heat. It's basically an energy converter, that the sun is hollow. There's nothing on the inside of it. It's hollow, and it's just simply a surface, a reflector of some sort, or rather an energy converter. It takes energy from an unseen dimension, try explaining that, and converts it into what we see as physical light, and what we receive as the bandwidths of solar activity. And it's just fascinating to me that, he's saying that every scientist, nuclear scientists out there who have studied the sun have no idea what they're talking about, and what they've been putting forth is just simply a theory that people have decided to take as fact, when it's when it couldn't be further from the truth. That he's actually done the research to figure out that there's really nothing in there. That explains the solar spots, how you can have sections of sun that just look like a black hole in the midst of inferno. I take that with a video that I saw from Rev. Michelle Hopkins, where they took like almost a third of the sun and its activity and just deadened it across the top. It's amazing. And she says they're using lasers to do that, or frequencies and lasers, in order to create a stronger wormhole effect. And that just, again, that's fascinating to me. I don't really understand the math behind it, but I do understand the physics. It's amazing what they're doing. And terrifying at the same time. It's almost as if they're trying to force a premature apocalypse so that they can convince the fools, the non-grounded ones, the ones who have no rock of faith, and yea, even the very elect might be deceived by what they're trying to pull off right now. And it is what it is. It is what it is. See, let no man deceive you. Alright? Anyway, I'll try to find the video that I'm referring to, and also link to the Rev. Michelle Hopkins video when I can make time today, and try to find that, because man, I mean, wow. The sun is hollow? Whoa, where does the energy come from, I wonder? The invisible source, or rather, the invisible God. I know. God is money. God is God. God is the tribe. God is money. I get that. No, yeah, I know. But most people only think of one thing when they hear that word. I try not to use it too much, but whatever. Try not to be too confusing. Anyway, have a blessed day. We'll see you later.